So if you're an AI company that is procuring these different resources and within your load, within your demand, you can reduce. This is the Tyler Norris, right? Of like if you have flexibility within Texas, it was 1% of your hours are flexible, 15 gigawatts of new load coming on the system. So like there
Yep.
literally is a value to that demand flexibility that we haven't quite priced into the market yet. So this is something that I think I could absolutely be wrong. Again, predictions are tough, especially about the future, but I think data centers actually and AI infrastructure more accurately will start to bring more demand flexibility into the market just because it's going to become necessary. When you were giving all those numbers of terawatt hours, I think one of the biggest mistakes we've made, including in Texas, and this continues, is we keep talking about AI and their loads in terms of megawatts and gigawatts instead of in terms of gigawatt hours and terawatt hours, right? It's because you're getting all that load does not mean that your peak demand is necessarily going up, right?
Exactly.
And peak demand in Texas, really, at least in the summertime, it's a big issue in the wintertime. But in the summer, it's not that big an issue anymore because we have so much solar. It's kind of more net peak. So we really
Yep.
want to look at like having more terawatt hours is good. That's spreading costs around the system more. If it's a whole other set of questions, but like if we do it right, it's spreading costs around the system. It's economic growth, all that. It's that gigawatt number at the constrained hours, which aren't that many hours that you
Right.
really want to be looking to control. So if you could do that, now you've opened up huge, additional amounts of potential for your state.
And this is another one of the things I think is going to evolve, and it's going to be tough because it's a deeply culturally embedded piece of how we do this. I think data center demand flexibility conversation illustrates something I've been thinking about for a long time, which is I think we need to move away from thinking about capacity to thinking about capabilities.
Yes.
And that the more we just try to shoehorn everything into capacity, because capacity is a concept that was relevant to that electromechanical technology set.
Yep.
And
Yep.
now with digital, like I know just from talking to folks in the industry, if you're building a data center and you're in the conversation with the utility and the utility is going to ask what's your peak demand going to be, and you're going to give them the biggest possible number, if you're running that data center all out, because that's what you need to do for your own kind of operations planning. You're most of the time you're going to be running at like 60 to 80% of that. And so it's that what are you capable of in terms of your behavior? And that's going to matter so much more than capacity given the diversity of the especially digital technologies that we have now available for controls and automation.